All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 9 of Sentenced to Be a Hero. And family, the drama, the mystery is picking up. Okay, first of all, this episode, we in the middle of chaos, right? Not quite chaos, but we sowing the seeds of it, right? Because basically we snuck into the guild. We're trying to smoke out the leader. I keep forgetting his name. For some reason, the names in this show are more difficult than for me to remember than other shows. Anyhow, we're trying to get the guild leader to reveal himself, right? So basically, now I like how good of a size of a group we got, but basically, like, we are fighting the guild, right? We were trying to sneak in, they sniffed us out, and so they ambushed us. We fighting back. Now everybody's getting involved, right? So at first we kind of fighting these children and random guild people, right? But then it kind of levels up. The kids they're nothing to play with, but compared to, right, Kivia and Xylo and Frenchie, like, we're talking about skilled warriors here, right? So to them, they're kids. To me, they would chop me up. Anyhow, we figure out how to deal with them. We are really just fighting them off. We're really not like putting them down or nothing like that. But then like, supposedly, this was like a good scaling moment for me. Because family, like, the top guild team came up, and we punked them. Like, they were chumps. So he really came and was like, yeah, we're the top guild team. And they were like, next, family. They weren't on the radar at all. Really, what happened though after that was a giant ferry pulled up, like a big old ferry. And so we need some teamwork to take that down, but family, we're like 3 demon blights in to this show, right? Our group. So that, a giant ferry, really nothing too crazy. But in the midst of everything else, it was kind of crazy, right? It was just chaos all over the place. It's a giant ferry. It's everybody in the guild, and then this is a bigger group than normal that we have, right? We got the whole hero unit, and Xylo, Jace is there, Norgal's there, Tatsuya. He's so crazy. He's literally nuts. Like, he's the scariest one, but I'm curious about him. I just don't know how where does his discernment come? Like, you would think that he would just like take people out indiscriminately, but that's not what he does. Like, somehow he's managing to take out the enemies, right? He's our enemy's worst enemy, for real. But I just don't know how he keeps himself from hurting, from friendly fire or anything like that. But Norgal, Xylo, Tatsuya, Jace is there, like I said. And then we got Kibia and Frenchie. We also got some Holy Knights there. And then who else came up? We know we got Dota on a special mission, right? But Frenchie got a couple guys. With her too. And so, and Tearita came up. That's actually how we defeated the big old fairy. Was she summoned a big old sword rain? She rained down swords on him, on the fairy, right? Now, while we handling this, family, Dota's executing his mission, and is it like Leo or something? I can't remember this guy's name, but the guild master, the guild leader, he's confiding with, clearly who calls him brother, this child, like, is, well, by the end of the episode, we know exactly why, but all up until the end of this episode, clearly she was on a different level, like these are hints, but clearly she has a close relationship to the guild leader, so they're contemplating which path they should take for escaping. So she says, hey, should we take the hidden trap door, like in the guild? And he's like, nah, we'll just dip out amongst the chaos, right? Like, it should be easy for us to hide in that. Now, while that's happening, though, he kind of gets second thoughts. He's like, man, am I really about to abandon, what my ancestors left behind me, right? Like, he was kind of running the whole city in addition to the guild. While he's kind of taking in the consequences of what's happening, he gets separated from the little girl. And in that moment, Dota's like, hey, hush, come with me. I promise I won't hurt you. Just don't make a scene. Come on. And so we did. Now we have the guild leader. And so we interrogate him. He basically lets us know that he didn't know who his employer was, but he was employed to take out Teorita. He said all he knows about his employer is that he was a coexister. No, I'm lying. I'm lying for him, family. He did say he was a coexister, though. But he gave us a name. It was hold on, let me get the name, family. Okay. The guild master's name is Sodric Ladeo, and he told us the name was Mahizel Zelkov. Sodric Ladeo is the guild master. Mahizel Zelkov is the name he gave us for who employed him. Now, Kivia had a reaction to this name. She was like, so Mahizel, she said, that's the name of a saint. Right? So it must be some legendary person who's probably passed, like beyond their lifespan at this point. Like they're probably dead, or at least the original Mahizel she's thinking of, right? It could be this person is using that name from like a OG temple personality, right? That's what I think. That's what I think Kivia is thinking of, but I don't know, because she reacted to the first name and the last name separately. So clearly we have a lead, but clearly, like this lead is obviously not making sense to Kivia. So it requires some further investigation. Now, family, what happens in between all of this is CG Bao and Boojum and this other night guy who was employed by Sodric. He goes missing, so they're like, well, what do we do? So they really think about dipping, but Boojum was like, well, I'm gonna help him because I owe him a favor. The night guy's like, I don't do anything without getting paid. And CG Bao's like, well, I'm out of here. Like, I don't owe him nothing. Boojum he receives a fairy. It's like a bug fairy, and it gives him an update. He's like, hey, we're not saving Sodric. You have a new mission. And then this mission basically involves like destroying the guild and destroying any proof that they're connected to Sodric, right? So while we're interrogating Sodric, we get shot at. The knight is shooting at the guild. In that chaos, Sodric escapes in that passage that we talked about earlier. Now there he runs into his sister, who we find out is Spriggan. Right? Because she's acting weird, and he noticed, but she asked, like, hey, did you share any information? And he's like, yeah, I had to share some information to get out of there. She's like, all right, boom. Because she told Boojum the mission is to separate any type of, evidence that we were connected. So he runs right into her arms, and she takes her out himself. Now, Boojum and CG Bao and the Knight are there underground, and this is where the little girl reveals herself as Spriggan. Okay, so this is who Frenchie was looking for, but we're looking for Sodric, and we have no idea where he is, and no evidence that he's connected to Spriggan. All praise due to the Most High. Peace and love.